Hey guys, Redneck Mini 14 here, and I'm going to do a video today on a question about reloading that might have some people wondering if you can do this or if you can't do this. I've wondered this myself, and the question is, can you reload a 380 ACP on or using 9mm Luger dies, or vice versa, reloading 9mm Luger on the 380 ACP. And I've wondered this myself because when you reload, you want to try and save money, and one way you can save money is if you reload multiple calibers and you can use the same dies possibly. Like for the 44 Special and 44 Magnum, you can use the same dies, and I'll get more into that on a little bit later. Or you can do the same thing with 38 Special and 357 Magnum, and there's a few others that you can do that with. Now, I looked this up. I haven't found a video on it yet, so I decided that I was going to be the first to make a video on it. Now, the big question, the reason this question comes up is because this is your basic 9mm piece of brass right here, and this is your 380. The 380 is also known as the 9mm short, or the 9x17, which the 9mm is known as the 9x19, which means that the bullet is 9 millimeters in diameter. And I'll do a little demonstration here. Let's do it this way because it's easier. 9mm is almost 1 centimeter, and my camera is not really going to show this very well, but actually do this way. So, yep, 9mm. It's hard to tell on this camera because this isn't a very good camera. And then the 19 comes from the length of the brass. And some people probably thought that it meant the length of the bullet. Well, the bullet actually varies in length due to different sized bullets, like different amounts of different grains causes the bullet to be different lengths. But the casing is about 19 millimeters in length, or almost 2 centimeters. And we have the 380 ACP, which is 9x17, so we have 9 millimeters in diameter and roughly 17 millimeters in length. I wish I had a better camera to show you that better. So, now that you know how the length and the diameter of the bullet and all that, a lot of people might think, well, it's just a shorter case, it's just a shorter 9mm case, why can't I reload it on the same dies? Well, it's not the same, the dimensions aren't the same. And I'm going to show you the dimensions on my computer. So the top, we have a 9mm Parabellum, or 9mm Luger, and if you look at the bullet end, the casing is .380, 380 thousandths of an inch. That's the diameter of the bullet end, and at the rim, the bottom of it, it's 394 thousandths of an inch in diameter. So the casing has a little bit of a taper to it. But if you go down to the 380 ACP, first of all, it's a little bit different diameter. You have 300 373 thousandths of an inch in diameter at the bullet end, and at the rim it is 374 thousandths of an inch in diameter. So the 380 ACP is more of a true straight-walled cartridge, whereas the 9mm Parabellum or the 9mm Luger is a more tapered cartridge. So let's go back to the tripod a little bit, and then I'll show you more in a second. So the 9mm is more of a tapered cartridge, and the 380 ACP is actually a more of a straight-walled cartridge. And you can kind of see it. There's a little bit of space in between. If you put them side by side, you can wiggle them around because the 9mm is tapered. It's not like a 44 Special and a 44 Mag, where the 44 Special is it's the same case as the 44 Mag, just a little shorter. The dimensions are the same except for in length. So that's the difference. Now, as far as reloading 380 ACP on 9mm or vice versa, I don't know which would work. First of all, for resizing purposes, the resizing decapping die, it's not going to work. So just throw that one out there. The bullet seating would probably work with a little adjustments, and crimping could probably work, but the resizing and decapping not going to work. Well, decapping will work, but resizing not going to work. So my recommendation is just to get two different sets of dies. Now, if we decap one more time, there are a few die sets that you can reload multiple cartridges on. The first, let's see, which one do I want to go to first? Well, let's see right here. This one is 38 ACP/38 Super, and I don't think they make 38 ACP anymore as far as gun models go, but there might be some out there. In that instance, the 38 ACP and the 38 Super, they're essentially the same thing. The 38 Super is just it's a little bit hotter round, but dimensionally I think they're identical, if I'm not mistaken. Now, let's see, which way am I gonna go? Let's see, is this one gonna work? Okay, this is 40 Smith & Wesson, and 40 Smith & Wesson is just a cut down 10mm auto. So, if you look up here, it says, can be used to load 10mm auto. You just have to have the adjustments. So you can reload 40 Smith & Wesson, or you can reload 10mm on 40 Smith & Wesson, but it does not work the other way around with, let me find it. It does not work the other way around when you go to load 10mm sets. This will not reload the 40 Smith & Wesson. These are 10mm auto dies. The reason is because you have to, like, if you're reloading a shorter case, a short case, you just put the dies all the way down. If you're reloading the same case but it's longer, like 44 special and 44 mag, you can back the dies out a little. So if you want to save money, and if you want to reload 10mm and 40, get the 40 Smith & Wesson dies, because you can reload both. Same goes for 44 special and 44 Magnum. Also the 357 Magnum and 38 special. Get the special dies, not the Magnum dies, if you're wanting to save money. Another one that some people might not think of is the 480 Ruger and the 475 line ball. It will reload the 475 line ball. All it takes is just a little bit of adjusting. So there's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 different ones that you can use the same dies for 2 different cartridges, or for 2 different loadings. So if you're wanting to save money in reloading and you reload those kinds of cartridges, I suggest get a set of dies that will reload both, and you can save, what, $30, $40, $50, depending on what you're reloading. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Subscribe to my channel, like me on Facebook. I'm Redneck Mini 14, and until next time, be safe.